Hello. Hello, how are you? I'm back with another video. I had really high hopes about how this video was gonna turn out. I wanted cozy vibes, I wanted dark lighting, and there was like bugs flying at the screen the whole time, so I decided against that idea. But I thought I would do a little video where I talk more about what I'm reading and more specifically what I have planned to read for the next couple of months for this spring to summer transition. I thought I would share the light, fun, summer, fantastic books that I have planned for myself. Possibly. What I'll get around to reading, I cannot tell you, but what I would like to read, I can. So, without further ado, this is my spring, summer TBR. I'm currently reading Acumph, my cat, aka A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. It's a guilty pleasure. I don't want to hear about it. If you have anything negative to say it. Don't say it to my face. But I guess to dive right into it, the first book that I'm gonna be talking about is, can you gotta focus. Oh. First we've got John Steinbeck's East of Eden. I feel like if I continue to make these TBR videos, I fear if I do not commit now, this will make it onto every video. So I hear that this is an excellent book to read in the summer. The vibes really lean into it. It's set in the Salinas Valley, California. That's where I'm from. So I feel like this will be a really fun book to read for me, considering I like literally live here. Does that dox me too much? I really hope not. I don't know much about this book other than the fact that it's like a 600-page classic. And I'm going on a trip soon, and this is the book I'm bringing because it's long and I won't have to like bring more than this. Other than the fact that it's set in California, what it says here is that it is a brutal novel following the intertwined destinies of two families whose generations helplessly reenact the fall of Adam and Eve and the poisonous rivalry of Cain and Abel. Sounds kind of good. I mean, I don't really know much about it, other than the fact that every single time that someone finishes this book, they become insufferable about it, and I cannot wait to join the crew. See you on the other side. So a book that my girlfriend recently read and said is literally her new favorite book is Northwoods. This book is by Daniel Mason. I'd never heard of the author, nor had I really heard of the book. The cover was just sort of sick and cool. But apparently it's just sort of filled with a bunch of different people's perspectives, and then it all comes together. A sweeping novel about a single house in the woods of New England told through the lives of those who inhabit it across the centuries. Okay. When a pair of young lovers abscond from a Puritan colony, little do they know that their humble cabin in the woods will become home to an extraordinary succession of inhabitants. From what it sounds like, it plays a lot with history and memory and place, and it's told through so many different perspectives. I feel like the book is basically just filled with a ton of different people that you get to follow their stories, and I'm totally down for that. I'm very interested. I'm very interested in that concept. I have been struggling to find fiction books that really tickle my fancy, and this one, I don't know what it is about it, but it just sounds so good. Magical. Like a magical reading experience that I really need. It says it talks about history, nature, literature, and the magical ways in which we're connected to our environment and to one another across time, language, and space, which feels very similar to the book that I just read, A Tale for the Time Being, which is now my new favorite, and it played a lot with time, language and sort of how we can connect to each other, even if our timelines don't add up. And that is a very awesome, really interesting concept that got me freaking thinking. So Northwoods is another book on that. You can check it out if you want. Another book that I've really been wanting to read recently is Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver. I don't know why I get so insecure about saying names on here, because I'm scared that every time that I'm gonna mispronounce it. Again, I don't really know much about Demon Copperhead. I just know that people really seem to be liking it recently. A little bit of the back of the book summary says, set in the mountains of southern Appalachia, this is the story of a boy born to a teenage single mother in a single wide trailer. With no assets beyond his dead father's good looks and copper-colored hair, a caustic wit, and a fierce talent for survival. That's all I'm going to be giving you today. That's all I know. That's all you're going to know. I know a lot of people have been praising this book, which is primarily why it's high up on my want to read list. Again, my girlfriend's also reading it, so that helps that she owns the book. But it seems like a really amazing book. It's pretty long, and I've been interested primarily in reading long books, to be honest, because I've just been getting so much from them. I really love how much I connect to the characters in series and longer books, which is why that's the books I've been prioritizing. And all I can really say about that is I want to read it. I love not knowing much about a book before I dive in. The mystery of it all is very appealing to me, to just dive into a book with no expectations and hopefully be pleasantly surprised. I don't know if y'all do that too. I don't plan a lot based on like what it's about. And I'm not like a mood reader. Like I just kind of read books that I've been wanting to read and that look good. And I don't even like look into them at all. Just like pray that they look good if their cover's cool. I haven't really read a lot of books by Mary Oliver. I absolutely love her poetry. I've been following it for years, just on the Googles. We all know Wild Geese. Hopefully. If you haven't, go Google it right now. Go Google Wild Geese by Mary Oliver. And have your like, you'll just smile, I hope, after. But something that I just recently put on hold at the library is Upstream, which I guess is selected essays by Mary Oliver. I know that she writes a lot about nature and about our relationships to dogs. I know she just writes about those little things that make you feel real in tune with nature and coquette when you read them. Like you just want to go stick your feet in the grass and you want to like sink your feet into the soil. That's how Mary Oliver makes me feel. That's why I want to actually sit down and properly read a book by her. So I thought her selected essays would be absolutely perfect out of Upstream. That there's a lot of really great collections out there that she has, you know, devotions and whatnot. But I don't know, I'm going to start at Upstream and see where that takes me. I kind of want longer form content other than poetry, to be honest, because that's just where my heart's at right now. And last but not least, the last book that I've been wanting to read desperately in these next couple of months is Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. Yes, the 1,000-page Western epic. I want to feel like a cowboy while I read it. I want to feel like a little Wild West cowboy. That's sort of the vibe that I've been tuning into recently, is like outdoorsy cowboy chic. Back of the book basically says that it follows two aging Texas Rangers embarking on one last adventure. An epic of the frontier, Lonesome Dove is the grandest novel written ever, I'm like illiterate right now, about the last defiant wilderness of America. Journey to the dusty little Texas town of Lonesome Dove and meet an unforgettable assortment of heroes and outlaws. Blah, 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 blah. So basically it's a 1,000-page book about a journey, an adventure, and the Wild West. Which, sign me up. I don't even think I need to say more about that. I've seen people who I really like and follow and trust their opinions read this book and absolutely love it. It feels like something that everybody just has to read at one point in their lives. And why not read it now? I hold TBR, I want to read 35 books this year, and everything on this list is like 500 pages. It's not about quantity, it's about quality, which is why I've been prioritizing these longer books, because I just think they have more to offer me. I know that this was a bit of a short list, but this is just sort of what I want to read in the next coming up months, maybe up to like June, May. And I'm not going to read that many books, and who am I kidding to put like 10 books on this list? Because that's not going to happen. I have a lot of really exciting things coming up, and a lot is changing. I have a lot of plans, and in the next month, after the next month, a lot is going to change, and I'm going to document the whole process. So stay tuned. I'm going to leave you off on a cliffhanger, so you just got to subscribe and you just got to like this video, because I promise you, I have a lot planned. I am so excited. So much is coming. Bless you for watching this video and sitting through it. And I hope you have learned of a book that you want to read yourselves.